right, so we're at the point in surgery where we're still open flap. We've registered the position of the multi-unit abutments into the denture base, as seen here. We've registered the multi-unit abutments relative to each other in the silicone dam. And so now we're ready to put stuff, the TiBases and the separable fasteners, onto the multi-unit abutments. So I showed you a couple techniques for pre-coating the TiBases, and I also mentioned that you don't have to keep access to the drive feature of the separable fastener. So this one, I kept access to it. So I'm going to use my driver to just secure it to the multi-unit abutment in the mouth. And then you'll see here that I can keep turning that, and what's happening is that torque driver is, or this plastic coating of that torque driver is spinning around, but the drive feature is not, because we've reached that 0.7-inch limit, and now it's just turning without turning the screw. So that's a safety mechanism. But you can do the same thing by hand. So here you see I just pick it up by hand. The separable fastener is locked in that TiBase, so it's easy to handle. And now I just go to the multi-unit abutment in the mouth, and just by hand, turn that in there, and then I can feel resistance, so I know that I've reached the limit, and I don't need to turn it anymore. I do find this to be the fastest and easiest way to get these parts in place, so I'm just going to do it by hand. This is why you don't need to maintain access to the drive feature in the screw. So now with the temp cylinders or the TiBases in place, we can now put our silicone dam, assuming we're doing this open flap like I prefer. We put our silicone dam in place, and because we registered the precise location, you see how quickly that goes on. And then belt and suspenders, we're going to add these little O-rings to block out any of the undercut of the multi-unit abutment so that acrylic can't go engaging the undercut of the multi-unit abutment and lock us into place. So this is, like I said, just kind of a belt and suspenders step. So now with the silicone dam, the O-rings, and the TiBases in place, we are now almost ready to do our pickup. We just have to modify the denture.